Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be talking about life after the C-section. Yes, my life after the C-section. Actually, everything has changed. Yes, everything has changed after C-section. I had to stay, like, I had to stay home. I had to rest. Uh, like for those first 3 months, I had to rest without doing anything so that I cannot strain this scar. Everything was perfectly fine, actually. Just that I was gaining. I started gaining, like, yeah, I started gaining a lot of weight. Yeah, when I gave birth, I was on 70 kgs, but I still remember when I did go for weighing myself after 3 months, I actually gained with 15 kgs, which was not that bad, but I've never weighed 86 kgs. So weight was something that changed. I couldn't fit. I couldn't fit like 90% of my clothes. So I had to start working on my body. I started trying like yoga. But then this yoga, I was really looking forward to do yoga. But then I feel like the injection affected my back, or where they injected on my back. I have leg, like, knee problems. Yes. When I started doing workouts, it was perfectly fine. I was enjoying myself. I started feeling different. And then I still remember when I weighed myself, I did come from 86 to 76, which was a very big milestone. But the problem started with my knees and under my feet. Yo, if I do my workouts, I always experience knee problems and back problems. With back problems, I once fell down. I don't know what happened. The following thing, boom, I was down. So I want to do workouts. I feel like I want to exercise, but the more I exercise, the more my knees hurt so bad. And I've never, my whole life, I've never had any problems with my knees. The problem only started after the C-section. Another thing that changed, as I mentioned, my health-wise, everything changed. I have a lot of healthy issues that I feel a lot has changed. Sometimes my heart beats very fast. Of course, I do have BP, so, but sometimes it's a lot. I've been having healthy issues, but I help myself with drinking ginger each and every morning, and I also take garlic sometimes, although I hate the smell of garlic. Yeah, they say the garlic helps, but I hate the smell. I hate garlic. I hate the smell of garlic. Another thing that changed, the way I dress. I could, like, even now I cannot wear the jeans that I can zip, yeah, and pin a button, because once I close that jean and pin that button, hey my guys, my scar will hurt. Yes, my scar hurts so much. Yeah, sometimes it, like, I feel like it's, that stinging pain it comes and it goes, although I massage my scar with tissue oil, but sometimes that pain just come like, you know, like a little sting, and it's very painful. So I cannot wear my jeans. If I wear my jeans, I don't have to close them. Although I had issues with my scarf from the beginning, I don't know how they stitched it. At the corner it opened, which I had to go for dressing for, I think, for a couple of weeks. But then I decided to start dressing myself on my own. And then after that, when this closed, I had a stitch which was left inside my stitch. Oh, that thing, it affected me. It only changed when summer came. I started putting a lot of tissue oil, and I started, yeah, I was using tissue oil, and then that scar, that one stitch, it pokes, like I can feel it. But when I go to the clinic, and then they will tell me that, okay, if you want this to be out, you have to be reoperated. Imagine to stay on the bed, and my son is so grown. At first, it was very easy to be bedridden with him, because he was very small. I could just scoop him and put him on my chest, because we used to do skin to skin for the 3 months when I was bedridden. So now he is quite huge, and he loves me so much. He does not want, he have his moments where he wants to be with his daddy and his sister, but on most cases he is always behind me. So imagine if I go. So I just hope and pray that this summer, what I'm feeling, I'll also feel it in winter. Yes, I I hope this car I will not have any issues with this car in winter. But here in summer, it's just that stinging pain, and I cannot wear my clothes. Yes, I cannot wear my clothes. So I stopped trying to work out, since I mentioned that even my scar, it's so bad when I try to do, although um I had to be strong, I wanted to have a nice body. I was trying to go back to 65, 64. Although I know that this was my second child, so definitely there is may chance of me going back to size 65. That's why I'm perfectly fine with weighing 70 kgs. I don't have any problem with that. So these days I do water treatment. Yes, since I've seen that I cannot do the workouts due to my back problems, my knee problems, my feet problems. Yes, so I've started doing water treatment, and make sure that on each and every meal that I go for, I drink a big cup of water. Yes, before, and then when I consume a lot of water. So when I try to eat, of course, I'm going to eat a little food, and then I'll drink another water, so that it can help with the digestion. And another thing that I do, first thing in the morning, without eating anything, I make sure I drink my ginger. With the ginger that I I pop in my mouth, I drink it as pills. It helps me with my blood pressure. I'm not taking it for weight loss. I'm taking it so that it can help me with my hypertension. So a lot has changed. I cannot wear my nice clothes, but I'm very sure very soon I'll be able. I will just have to tolerate. I just have to wait to study my C-section, and make sure that um and make sure that I just have to get used to it, because my life has changed. But yeah, I hope and pray that in 2026 I'll have to slay. I have to start dressing on my own clothing. I cannot, I cannot keep on wearing these huge clothes. I also want to look good.